Hi there, and welcome to an exciting battle report. Today is going to be Dark Eldar versus Craftworld Aeldari. Drukhari?
Drukhari. We identify as Drukhari now.
We identify as Drukhari now? We're identifying. We're all sorts of identifying now. So, we're going to have a look at the lists. Should be a fun one. We're going to play 1,500 points. Dark Eldar versus Craftworld Eldar. Drukhari versus Aeldari. Yeah, you guys get it by now. But
old stuff, new stuff.
But I'm here playing against old friend Mike. I'm in Game Nook II in Sault Ste. Canada, Ontario. And so, as you may have seen in the video, some shots around this place. It's a really wonderful facility. If you're in the Northern Ontario area, I highly recommend come checking him out. He's got tons of stock. He's got tons of gaming space. So, lots. Even if you're brand new to town or maybe coming to college or whatever. But anyway.
Reach out to the store. They'll hook you up with the Facebook group. Lots of people playing.
There we go. All right, so let's get to the armies. So for the Aeldari here, I'm bringing two Outrider detachments with a Farseer and Warlock Conclave, a 10-man strong Warlock Conclave. And then, of course, one detachment has three groups of Wild Riders. They're pretty much two groups of 4 and one group of 3. And then, of course, the other detachment is 4 groups of 4. And all of the Wild Riders are equipped with scatter lasers, and everything is pretty much as you see. And so let's have a look at the Drukhari.
And the Drukhari list is 2 battalions and a spearhead. Starting on the left, there's an Outrider. Outrider is Lilith and 3 sets of Reaver jet bikes, all with heat lance. In the middle, our battalion is 2 squads of 5 racks, a 10-man squad of racks, 1 Talos, 2 Homunculus. Disregard the sniper rifle, she's not using that today. And then finally, Cabal of the Blackheart with 2 Archons, 3 sets of 10 warriors with 2 blasters and a dark lance each, and a Ravager.
All right, so let's roll mission, and then we'll get to the deployment phase. So the mission we're going to be playing is Big Guns Never Tire. We have 4 objectives. 1 set up there, 1 right out in the open, 1 in a crater, and of course, number 4 just off to the side there. And so that is our table, and our deployment is, what's the deployment? Search and destroy. And so we're going to begin deploying our models into our quarters, and we will come right back. So with this, we are deployed. The Eldar deployed into the corner here, all ready to go, hiding behind their Farseer and Warlock Conclave. And then, of course, on the opposite corner, we have the Drukhari all deployed up. And there's a Ravager back behind there?
There's a Ravager hiding back there.
There's a Ravager hiding back there. So, that is it. We're going to be fighting for the objectives. And this game actually should go by pretty quick, as Eldar are pretty good at killing each other. So, let's get to it. So we rolled off. I rolled a 5. Mike rolled I rolled a 4, but I get a +1, so it was a 5. Mike rolled a 2, and he is going to try and seize the initiative. 4. He does not. I like those dice with the written logos and stuff on them. Those are fantastic. So with that, we are going to get moving here. The Eldar are going to try and keep a bit of distance from the Dark Eldar. We're going to try and stay within these 2 objectives while trying to keep these freaky deaky Dark Eldar at bay. So let's get moving here. And so here is the Eldar move. These jet bikes move up to get the Dark Eldar in range. Seer Council and Farseer move up through the center. And then, of course, this other battle group of jet bikes moves to keep that objective in range, and we're going to move into the psychic phase. So the Farseer is going to cast Fortune first, and rolls a 9. Next power we're going to cast is Protect on the Conclave, and it works with a 10. And then finally we are going to cast Conceal on the Conclave, and that's a 4, and that fails. Do we want to use a reroll? Let's use a reroll. So we're burning off a reroll. And that is now a 7. Oh, 8. Yeah, I can add. I knew that.
One hand's busy, you don't have enough fingers.
And as the Farseer and Conclave are outside of Smite and Destructor ranges, that is it for theirs. And so now we move on to the shooting phase. Begin our shooting. This unit of Wild Riders will shoot at the Dark Eldar occupying the second floor of this building with 4 scatter laser shots, which I don't have enough dice for. Hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. Oh yeah, we'll do it in the tray here. Might as well use the fancy dancy tray. Keep dice from falling everywhere. That was a 5, and that's a 1. And then to wound, it is strength 6, toughness 3. Ooh, that's not good. So we're gonna have to make 9 saves for the Drukhari. They are in cover. AP is nothing on a scatter laser.
So 4s?
6 plus, feel no pain. 4 down. Gonna do the same thing for this middle unit. 4 scatter laser shots into the remainder of these Dark Eldar. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. Making 10 saves.
4s. More on 6s.
3 more. This squad will fire next. 4 scatter laser shots into the remainder of the Dark Eldar. Alrighty. Same thing again, 3s. And then wounding on 2s. So 11 saves. And then feels no pain. They're feeling pain. Alrighty, these 3 Wild Riders are going to begin shooting at these Dark Eldar in the bunker. But the Dark Eldar are going to play...
First we're going to do lightning fast reflexes. So
lightning fast reflexes. Okay.
And then hunt from the shadows, so they get +2 to their cover save for being in cover.
+2 to their cover save. Oof. 3 command points. Do you have anything that allows you to bring them back?
No.
Okay, cool. So there's only 3 of them, so it is only 12 shots coming in. Hitting on 4s this time for the -1, but still wounding on the 2s. That is going to be 6 wounds. Saving on 3s.
They're all good.
Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. Second group of Wild Riders is going to shoot into the same unit. Well, they have a few more shots. Hitting on 4s for lightning reflexes. And then wounding on 2s.
Saving on 3s. On 6s. And they got one, lose 4.
Lose 4. And then the last squad in the back here. Take the shots at them. Again, hitting on 4s. Oof. Wounding on 2s. And that will be 7. On 3s. Fail 1. Nope. Losing 1 more. Morale check for that squad that is still hanging out in the bunker. Lose 2. Getting rid of the 2 blasters. Bold strategy, Cotton. And with that, we move on to Drukhari turn 1. Move that squad up into the second floor. Big duders are moving. Yeah, that's fine. Just move. Go to advance them. 5 more. Getting them pretty darn close. Running Lilith up and behind. They're moving up 7. What's the name of that unit again? Unit of Rax, that's right. Next unit of Rax moving up. Homunculi. The Archon moving in. Scooching in there. Talos, because he can fly, he can move over all this stuff. Gibbly-gook. Advance this unit of Rax. Move them an extra 4 inches. 11 inches total. Gonna catch them right up to the other unit of Rax. And then run into Homunculus as well. Moving those Reavers up. Moving the next unit of Reavers out. These last guys are just going to fill that gap. Move in and begin blasting my face with splinters. So Drukhari don't get to do a psychic phase. So on to the shooting. Okay.
First unit makes
Yeah, there's 3 of them in the front there. Alrighty, so heat lance and 2 splinter rifles. So those all still hit, regardless of LTOC. 3 saves, no AP, and that's it. Ah, nice, failed one. Same thing from the unit beside him. 1 hit. Wounded. 1 save. And it fails, so 1 jet bike is dead. And 3rd unit of Reavers shooting. Same thing. 2 misses. 4s and 3s. Heat lance.
-5.
-5, so can't do it.
D6 damage.
D6 damage, so 1 guy dies. And then 1 save, which takes a wound. 1 guy dies, and 1 guy has a wound on him. Guys in the bunker are going to shoot at the last remaining Wild Rider from that unit. That is going to be how many shots?
2 splinter rifle shots and 1 dark lance shot.
2 rifle, 1 dark lance. They all hit.
4s and 2s.
4s and 2s.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
-4.
Yeah, -4. I'm dead. I'm just
I thought there
dead.
was more than 1.
He's toying with me now. Damn Dark Eldar.
We playing for food.
Next, this unit of Dark Eldar are going to dump everything they've got into the Council, and the Dark Lance will go back here against one of these squads here. Probably the front one. Splinter Rifles, which is the Council, they are a -2 to hit.
Hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s.
Toughness 4.
3 saves.
3 saves, no AP. They are a 2, yeah. And of course I roll 2 1s. But we have Fortune, so we have Feel No Pain, essentially. Which doesn't work, so I take 2 wounds. And then that lone Dark Lance shooting at one of the Wild Riders in the back. He is, yep, 4 hits. 2 hit, wound, and
D6 is 6.
kills 1 guy. Ravager is going to shoot its Dark Lances into that same unit, try and kill off all 3 of those jet bikes.
And on 2s, rerolling 1s. Goes through.
Can't save.
1.
1 wound. Nice.
What's command point that?
Okay, command point
For 1.
for 1.
Always.
Always. This unit of racks will fire their, what the hell did you call it? An oscil count?
Factors.
Oscil factors?
Awesome factors.
Like awesome factor?
It could be.
So the awesome factors are shooting
2 of them from the squad that advanced will be hitting on 6s.
on 6s, yeah, because they're -2. 1 hit. Wounding on the 2. -3 AP, but they are an invulnerable of 3. So I pass. And so the other 2 units of racks?
Yep.
Racks are going to shoot into the Council with their awesome factors.
5s.
2 hit. 2 wounds. 3 up. Save. Talos is going to fire next into the Council, and he's going to fire his 2 Haywire Blasters.
2 D3 shots.
2 D3 shots. 4. -2.
Yeah.
He gets on a 4 normally.
6 go 4 normally.
1 hit.
4 supports.
And so with that shooting, and these guys are not quite in range yet, so no charges. And we're measuring something else now. And then so now it is a break check for me on that squad over there.
No, 1 guy on 2 from the dark.
Right. Okay. Eldar turn 2. We're going to begin moving Eldar over here. Simply just move that squad away, just away from those grotesques. And then, of course, the Council moves over this way to counteract the Reavers, and these jet bikes simply move up to make sure that that objective stays firmly within our delicate grasp. And let's move on to the psychic phase. So the Farseer is going to cast Fortune on the Conclave again. 10, it works. Next, the Farseer is going to cast Executioner on the Reavers. This is going to work on a 7, and it does. It'll be on the closest unit there. Yeah, and it does. It works. It's going to do D3 mortal wounds. Oh, I guess I should roll that in the thing, but it did 2. I rolled a 4. No, so it takes 2 wounds, and if it causes a casualty, it does another D3 mortal wounds. It does another 3 mortal wounds. I'm going to ignore them on 6s. All right, still manages to kill 1 more. Next, the Conclave is going to use their powers. Because they're still 10 men strong, they can cast 3 powers a turn. So the first thing they're going to do is cast Protect. And 7, it works. They are going to cast Destructor against the middle 3 Reavers from that Warlock on the end, or the Warlock beside him, whichever one makes sure that that's the closest. Essentially, this is a smite. Because they are a 10-man unit, it automatically does D3 mortal, or D6 mortal wounds. Alrighty, so see if they can use Destructor, and 6. I don't have my card. So a 6 is successful. It's just like Smite, which is on a 5+. And so we're going to do D6 mortal wounds. 6 mortal wounds. But he gets to ignore them on a 6. He ignores 1 survivor. And because we have 1 more power left, because we can cast 3, we're going to cast our Conceal, bring that back up, just to protect us from some ranged, and a 10, it succeeds. So now on to the shooting phase. The council will begin by opening up on the rest of the Reavers. We're going to split fire of shuriken catapults amongst 2 of the Reaver squads and throw a bunch of spears and all that. And I'm just going to declare it, and we're going to work that out in a second. Okay, so how I've divided up the shots is 6 jet bikes will target the N3 with all their catapults and spears, and then 2 will catapult and spear that guy, and then 2 will catapult and spear that guy. So the first 2 bikes on the Loner Reaper, or what is it? Ravager? No, Reaver. Hitting on 3s. Everything hits. Strength 4. And if I roll any 6s, these are -3. Toughness 5. Okay, so. And not a 6, but only 2 wounds. Feel no pains. Alright, the other 2 bikes on the one loner there, he's already got a wound on him. These are hitting on 3s, which all hit again. Dang, 4 up to wound, I assume. And 6s are -3, but no 6s again. So only, what's that, 3 wounds? So 1. Oh. Alright, so now the last 6 against the last 3 remaining Reavers. I'm going to roll this plus 8 more. Hitting on 3s. So here's the second batch. 12 hit from the previous. And adding 4 more. Alrighty, so strength 4, toughness 4, 17 hits. Equals, so 5 4-ups. 3. 1 guy lives. And now 6 spears coming his way. 6 spears hitting on 3s. 4 hit, and these always wound on 2s. No AP, making 4 saves, but each failed is D3 wounds. 3 failed, so.
I think I'm just going to pull him because he's not going to save that much damage.
He's going to take 5 wounds. He'd have to make 5 feel no pain. And we're just pulling him, and so that is all the Reavers gone. 3 jet bikes here, closest to the objective. We'll continue firing at the squad in the bunker. So, going to be 12 shots. Hitting on 3s. No, is it hitting on 3s? Yeah. And then wounding on 2s. 7 wounds. Is that, how many dudes were there? 3? Oh, okay. So we got it. Squad in the back is going to use their scatter lasers on the warriors in the building here. Mike is going to use lightning reflexes, and what's the other one? Hunt from the shadows. Hunt from the shadows?
Hunt from the shadows.
But they're not hunting, they're hiding. All right, hunting. All right, hunting from the shadow. I didn't write the freaking codex. Alrighty, so this is going to be 4 times 4, hitting on 3s, hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 2s. Oof, 5.
3+ save for cover because I hunt from the shadows. I made them all.
Makes them all. We're going to get things started here. This first unit of Wild Riders is going to begin softening up the grotesques, because eventually those ugly bastards are going to make it into combat. So let's begin shooting at them. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, and then wounding on 4s. Oof. So only half forced 4 saves for them. They have a 4 invulnerable. 3. Does he feel any pain?
Ignore on 6s, they get to reroll 1s. Let's see if I save a guy.
You do. You saved a guy. So he's down 2 wounds, 1 left. So the next squad is going to spray into them doing the same thing. Alrighty, so 16 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. And then wounding on 4s. So only forcing 5 saves, 4 invulnerable. Failed 2. Does he feel pain? Feels a little bit of pain. 1 dies, 1 takes a wound. Finally, the last squad, is going to soften them up a little bit more. See if we can't force another set of wounds. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Wounding on 4s. Forcing 9 saves. 4 up invulnerable. Ignoring pain on 6s. One guy has 1 wound. 1 more down. And with that, this turn for the Eldar is done. We move on to Drukhari turn 2. Because of his leadership 6, he's not going to fail. 8, whatever. Talos is moving up. Is that Homunculus? Lilith moving up. Ooh, she wants a piece of that council. The Rax moving up. Not advancing or anything. Advancing 3 more inches. See the Rax moving up. Just grabbing them by the midful, apparently. And the Homunculus will advance 1 extra inch. Ravager advancing up. And some warriors just regrouping up on the 2nd floor. That's it for movement. On to psychic phase. Any psychics?
Nope, done.
Okay, psychic phase done. Shooting. Starting with warriors.
Splinter rifle blasters and warlock, dark lance.
Spraying the bright lance into the unit in the back. Okay, so spraying the council. They are -2 outside of 12. Okay. Toughness 4.
And 2.
In ball save first. They are a 3 up. Nope, that fails. I'll command point it. That's good. And then 2 normal saves, which they make. And then Dark Lance on the unit in the back. Can't save. 1 wound. Orange Squad of Homunculi shooting their awesome factor at the council. Yep. Green Squad on the same thing. So they're hitting on 5s with the same awesome factors. Nothing. Oof. So they fired all their awesome factors at the council, not scoring any hits. 3 pistols from Homunculi into the council, I'm going to assume.
All into the council plus -1.
3s.
Blue will be the Archon, so 3s on everything, the blue one gets to reroll 1s.
Okay.
Misses. 4s on each, the blue one gets to reroll everything.
Okay. 1 save. No modifier?
No modifier.
Saved. Talos is letting loose onto the bikes closest to the objective. 2d3 shots. 5 on 5s.
And on 4s. Nothing.
Nothing. Ravager is going to use his lances into the bikes. 3 dark lances into bikes. That's just plain old mean.
Reroll the 1 hit.
Wounded. No save.
Doesn't matter. One guy's got a wound left, he's just dead.
Yeah, one guy had 1 wound, so it just automatically kills one of my bikers. That's it for Drukhari shooting. Onto the assault phase. Homunculus on a jet bike. Or against a jet bike. So obviously Overwatch. We're going to see... No Overwatch? Oh, who earns? Yeah, well, that's what I do. I got that Warlord trait that does the same thing. But does he make it? 4 inches? 10 inches makes it. So he gets in, locks the unit up. No Overwatch for me. 6 inches? Yes, she'll make it. Yep. Telios, 6 inches, I think makes it. Yep. Grotesque. Might be about 7 or 8 he might need. 5. With the reroll. 10. Yeah, that'll make it. Somewhere. Okay. 5-man unit rack. 5 inches. Nope. And orange unit as well. 8. No. Nope. So that's it for jumping into combat. Talos is attacking with 10 attacks. This is his chain flail. And he's going to hit on probably 3s. I don't have anything fancy that makes your to hit any worse. 3s and 3s. That's a lot of 1s and 2s, yeah. And then wounding on 3s. And re-rolling 1s. Oh, re-roll everything? Okay. So 3 wounds.
3 saves, no AP.
No AP? Okay. 3 saves. Grotesque with flesh gauntlets. 1 less attack. He's hitting on what? 3s? 2 hits.
Strength 5, so wounding on 3s, but a 6 causes a mortal wound.
Ooh. 6s cause mortals. And no wound. Lilith is going to attack next, and the Drukhari are going to spend a command point to give her what? Some fancy.
Count the round as 1 higher for power.
Counting 1 round higher for power?
Power from pain.
Oh, power from pain. Okay, I got you.
So she's going to get +1 to hit.
Oh, she's going to +1 to hit. Oh. Does she need it? Alrighty, so she's going to be exploding on 5s.
green ones are no AP, everything else is minus 1.
Okay.
So 2s, rerolling 1s, 5s, get 3 hit plus
And so now she's wounding on
5s. No
5s. Okay. Oof. 1 armor save, no AP, and then 4 at -3? 4. But it's a invulnerable save, so... Yep, so 1, 2 up. Takes a wound, kills the last dude. 4 invulnerable. And I failed 2 there. So fail 3 total. Taking, what, 3 wounds total?
Yeah, 1 damage piece.
So now Fortune is a 5/6. And that is a total failure. So 1 jet bike is dead, and 1 jet bike has 1 wound left. Lilith is consolidating in, and then it looks like the Homunculus activates and moves in. Make sure he gets his attacks. 5 attacks hitting on 2s, and then wounding on a 4+. 1 at -2, so 3 invulnerable. Saved. Council is gonna attack back. They're just going to move in their 3 to get as many guys as possible to get their full attacks. So the council positions themselves, and they are going to put all their spear attacks into the Talos. They have 2 attacks each. That is going to be that. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, no AP. Oof. And then wounding on 2s. Ooh, they all wound. 12 saves. 3 up, no AP. How many get through?
4.
4 get through. It's going to be 4 D3 wounds, which he saves. So 3 D3 wounds. And he take 8. Going to be 8 feel no pains.
Go on 6s, rerolling 1s. 2 1s. 1 more 6.
7 wounds.
See if he explodes.
He does not. Talos, he doesn't explode. So Eldar, first turn, we're going to do the move. I'm just going to quickly move my models. We're going to make sure we're getting the hell away from Lilith and an Archon, because they are definitely going to mess my day up. So the council backs away, gets out of there. Shortened squad moves in behind the council. This squad backs up. These 2 units kind of stay in place. 1 unit kind of falls back a bit, and this one advances just to get into a little bit better position, but keeping their distance from all of these close combat heavy units. And so on to the psychic phase. Psychic phase, we're going to do the Farseer first. He is going to cast Fortune on the council, see whether it works, and it does. 10. Farseer will also cast some might onto the Ravager. And rolls a 10. There we go. D3, 2, 1, 2.
Feel no pain because I'm going Blackheart.
Adds up to 6. Takes 2 wounds. Next units to cast their powers is the council, and they are going to cast Protect, because we gotta. 7, it works. They will cast Conceal next, because for the extra minus, and it fails. Do we use a reroll? Do we need it? We're on the run. I don't think we do need it. If I really need that extra -1, I can still pull it out of my ass. So we are going to go for Destructor on the Ravager. BA5, and it is good. 9. It is going to take D6 mortal wounds. 2 wounds. You know what? I'm going to reroll that. Of course, 1. Takes a wound. So with the second phase done, on to the shooting, and let's get things started with the 2 jet bikes in the back are going to hose down that big old grotesque. Going to be 8 shots, hitting on 3s, right? And wounding on 4s. 4. That's going to be 6. 6 wounds. 2. Does he feel pain? He feels pain, and he is done. This unit that advanced over here is going to spray. All right, well, he made the argument for me, so I'm going to shoot the grotesques, or the racks. The racks. We're hitting the racks. It's going to be 16 shots, -1 for movement, or for advancing. Hitting on 4s, wounding on what? 3? Okay. That's a hit. Wounding on 3s. Looks like 3 wounds. 4+ invulnerable. 2 saves. Feel no pains?
Yep. Nor on 6. Nope.
Nope. So 1 guy dies. This unit of jet bikes will shoot at the green banded unit of racks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, or 3s. And then wounding on 3s, forcing 6 saves, no AP, 4 up, fail. Do they feel pain? Ooh, pain was felt. 3 go down from the green squad. Last unit here is going to finish off the rest of the green squad. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Forcing 9 saves. Failed 3. Do they feel pain? They felt pain. And this squad here is going to take their shots at the homunculi. Wounding homunculi, or hitting homunculi on 3 and wounding them on 3s. And then wounding on 3s. Forcing 6 saves. What's he got for a save? 4 up invulnerable. Failing 3. Does he feel pain? Takes 2 wounds. Down to 3. Council will shoot next. They're going to spray at the Ravager. Only 7 are in range, so they're going to spray all their catapults and spears. So hitting on 3s and wounding on probably 5s. Toughness 6. So, but any 6s are AP 3. But we're going to roll this plus 12 more. So that was 9 hits plus whatever this is. So 14 total hits and wounding on 5 6s. And 6s are minus 3 AP. 1 regular save and 2 invulnerables. Okay. Failed 1, so takes a wound.
6 plus. It's good. Takes that.
And ignores it. All right. So now it's going to be 7 spears. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. And 4 wounds. No AP. So D3 wounds. So 6 wounds. Does he feel pain? He takes 5. 4. Down to 3. Farseer's in range. He can shoot his catapults and throw his spears. So let's see what he does. He hits on 2s, wounding on 5s. Wounding on 5s. Ooh, that's 2 regular wounds and 1 invulnerable. Okay. Chucking his spear. 2 or better. It hits. And wounds on a 2 or better. It wounds. And you save. Regular save. Fizz. You're going to take D3. You're going to take 3 wounds. Nope. No explosion. Ravagers. So that's it for my shooting. No hand-to-hand for me because I am not completely crazy. And so on to Dark Eldar, turn 3. Moving that homunculi. Now the warriors and racks. Moving the racks closer in towards this objective number 2. That guy on his throne, Harkon. Move back. End of the move phase, spending 2 black cornucopians. So pulling them off.
They're going to the battlefield at full strength, within 6 of the battlefield edge, outside of 9 of an enemy.
Ooh, so they get the basically deep strike next turn at full strength.
Yeah, this turn.
Oh, this turn. They come back this. Geez, they come back this turn. Okay, so he's coming back. He wants some payback, and then that unit moves in. Ooh. So that's it for the movement phase. On to the psychics. What are you doing for psychics?
I think I'm just going to skip psychic.
Okay, just going to skip psychic. All right. So next, on to the shooting phase. So all 3 of these characters here are going to pistol into...
She doesn't have a pistol.
Oh, okay. Lilith. No Lilith.
So hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1's another blue 1.
2 hit.
Wounding on 4s, rerolling blue 1.
1 save, no AP. Saved. This squad of warriors is going to dump everything they've got onto the council. That is going to be a whole bunch of shots. Only 1 splinter rifle was in rapid fire range, so we're firing, what, 7 shots?
8 shots.
8 shots. He's re-rolling 1s. So 4 saves. Holy cramoles. AP?
No AP.
No AP. Dang, failed 1. Yeah, I'll take the wound. Oh, wait, no, I'll lose a guy. Yes, gonna re-roll it. And a fail. Or a pass, too. Blasters were going over here, and the Dark Lance was coming over here. 2 blasters on the council. You blow yourself up.
No.
1 hit. So 3 up invulnerable. Saved. And in the Dark Lance, just a -1. These racks are going to fire into these bikes. The, what, Awesome Traeger or whatever the heck? Awesome Factor? The Awesome Factor. 2 Awesome Factors are going on the 2 Lonesome bikes. Inside of 12, they're just, yeah.
1 hit, 1 miss.
1 hit, 1 miss. Wounded.
1 hit, -3.
-3, so 6 up save. And hello. Nope. Dies. So the 1 bike simply takes a wound. That's it for shooting. On to the assault phase. Start with the homunculi that I can't overwatch. And he's trying to mess up all my models. Look at that. He's trying to mess up my paint jobs. So he's charging in. 10 he makes it. Lilith is following up. 2 inches. 4 inches. So she's not making it in. And the Archeon, 5 inches. 6 enough. Get to the halfway to the moment. So 5 racks, 10 racks. Charging in against those 2 jet bikes. They get some Overwatch. So they get some Overwatch. Please God, don't let my guys die. And 1 hit. Strength 6, toughness 5, 3, 2. Oh, toughness 4? Still 2. Still 3. Needing a 9, 6. Rerolling. 6. So that's it. I'm going to start attacking. The homunculi will attack first. Hitting on 2s. Yeah, all hit. Wounding on 4s. Causing 4 wounds. AP, -2, so 3 up invulnerable. Oof, failed 3. So those attacks do 2 wounds apiece, so it's 6 feel no pain rolls, or fortune rolls, and I make 2, so I take 4 wounds. So 1 bike down and 1 guy has 1 wound left. Archon is attacking next. He's hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. There's a 1. That's a 2.
Strength 4, so wounding on 4s, re-rolling everything.
So wounding on 4s. Just 2 wounds. Yep. AP.
-2.
-2, so 3 up invulnerable. And that is a good. That's it. So the council will move their 3 inches and make some counterattacks. So 5 warlocks on the Archon and 3 on the homunculus. This is going to be the 5 on the Archon. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. 6 saves, no modifier. So 6 saves. First one. Oh, is this the shadow field? Oh, that's a fail. 5 wounds.
See if he dies or not. Think so? He does.
He just dies. So no more Archon. And then 3 guys on the homunculus. That's going to be 6 attacks. 3s and 2s. 1 wound. Nice. Okay. So D3. 1 wound. Down to 2 wounds. And so that ends the Dark Eldar turn 3 onto Aeldari turn 4. Jet bikes move up, securing that objective. They're covering them. These guys move up, getting ready to hopefully fend off these racks. The council moves up right in through the center amidst all these characters and such. But hopefully we are going to be able to basically finish off this Dark Eldar offensive. And so on to the psychic phase. Going to do the Farseer first. He is going to cast Fortune onto the jet bikes. And it works. 7. Then he will cast Smite against the homunculi. Actually, Farseer is going to cast Smite against that homunculi. Come on. 9. So it works. He's going to take D3 for 3. 3 mortal wounds. Does he feel pain? He dies. Council is next. They are going to use Protect And it is going to fail. Use my last command point and re-roll, and it still fails. And then we are going to cast Conceal on ourselves, just because, and that is going to fail. And so finally we are going to use Destructor, which is our version of Smite, but because we're still 7 men strong, or 8 men strong? 7. We're still going to cast it, and 11 still does D6 mortal wounds against Lilith. Lilith? Yeah, Lilith. For 2. 2 mortal wounds against Lilith. Makes 1. So that's it for Psychics. On to the shooting phase. We are going to start off with shooting with these 2. Actually, no, let's start off with these 4 bikes. Probably into Lilith, because she's super annoying. We're going to change it up just a bit. This jet bike unit here is going to shoot the racks. So we're going to let loose on them because we got to see if we can't get rid of these guys. So hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. 5 wounds, 5 saves.
Made 1. 6s.
So 6s. Oof. So 2 die. Next, we're going to go with those 2 jet bikes against the homunculi. That's going to be 8 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
Made 2, failed 1. Nope.
This unit here will shoot at the racks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Wounding on 3s. It's going to be 7 saves. Failed 3. That's going to be 3 feel no pains. 1 guy lives with a wound. This unit of bikes will take their shots at the warriors. So they were targeted, and going to use Hunt from the Darkness for an extra bit of cover. +1 save. So hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Wounding on 2s. And all wounds. Going to be 8 3-ups for the unit. 5. 5 feel no pains. Losing 4. This unit will do the same thing against the warriors. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. 10 saves. 5 feel no pains. 3 more die. So the council will, I don't think the rack's close enough. Council will spray down the rest of the warriors with their catapults. Are they close enough? Oh, some of them are. Okay, yeah, so 3 in the front will spray the rack, and the 5 in the back will spray the warriors, and all spears, well, 3 spears will definitely go into the rack, and the other 3 spears, I guess, will go into the warriors, because we can't target Lilith. Alright, so 3 sets of catapults into the rack, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. And wounding on 5s, 6s are -3. Oof. 4 invulnerable saves. Failed 3. Feel the pains. Nope. Feels a lot of pain. The next one is this 3-ups, and then roll 4 more. And so 3-up. 3 6-ups. So made 1.
6 3-ups.
And then 6 3-ups. But you took 2 wounds from that, right? Right.
6 6. School.
No.
I almost got it straight. Does that count?
And so the Farseer will fire his catapult and his spear at Lilith. He is hitting on 2s, 3 up. So 1 regular save and 2 at -3. Just 3 up invuln. Okay. Failed 1, takes a wound. Feel no pain. She feels pain. She's got 1 wound, or she's got 3 wounds left, but this 1 attack might be able to do it. 2 up. Never mind. So the assault phase, it looks like the 2 jet bikes, I think, have to charge Lilith just to try and slow her down because she's gonna get ugly. She's mad. So Overwatch.
No Overwatch, no shooting.
They charge a massive 6 inches, so I think they have her. So 2 little heroic little jet bikes, probably gonna get their asses kicked, but let's find out. 1 attack each, so here we go. Hitting on 3s, wounding on, 4s. And, hey, look at that, 2 wounds.
3 up.
She makes no problem. She attacks back with probably a bazillion attacks.
7 attacks. 2 over the hand.
7 attacks.
Or 9 attacks, sorry.
Good.
7 with the 9s and 2.
Good gravy.
5s and 6s are 2. Wounding on 5s.
Toughness 4, yeah. So 5s. So 7 at -4.
-4.
I can't save them then.
No.
No. So I take 7 wounds, and those boys just pretty much up and die. And so Lilith follows up into within 1 inch of the council just to engage him up. And so with that, it ends the Aeldari turn 4. Drukhari turn 4, starting right now. Not a lot left for the Drukhari. Shouldn't take too long. Basically got 3 characters on the board. Oh, and a squad over there. Oh, sorry. Homunculi coming out. It's just Archon. Racks are moving in. Not advancing. Oh no, you want to charge. Okay, so we forgot about doing the council's counterattacks for Lilith consolidating into them. But it looks like about 3 of them are going to get in. And so it's going to be 3 of them in contact with her, which will be 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. 2's the wound. 5 wounds. Failed 1. Taking D3 wounds. 1 wound. Shooting phase. Homunculi is going to shoot his pistol. Hitting on a 2.
1 save, no AP.
1 save, no AP. 6. 2 awesome factors at the jet bikes.
On 3s and on 2s.
1 save, -3, so 6 up. Nope. Plus take a mortal wound. Nope. So just 1 guy dies. That's the end of shooting. Onto the assault phase.
Racks will go into those 3 jet bikes.
Racks go into the jet bikes. Doing some Overwatch. So Overwatch fire. Looking for 6s. That's 1. Strength 6. Need a 7 for the charge, and he gets it. So they're into combat now. Archon into the Seer Council. 9 inches, makes it no problem. Homunculus into the jet bikes. Overwatch. Looking for 6s. I see 2. So 3 ups. 1. That's it. So 1 save. Takes a wound. Feeling pain. He feels pain. He rolls an 8 for the charge. Homunculi first. 3 wounds. -2, so 5, 6. 2 wounds.
2 dead bodies.
So 2 dead. Archon and the Seer Council go next.
2 more wounds.
2 at -2. We do not have protect, so we are 4 up invulnerable. Which we take 2 wounds. 1 apiece, but we do have our feel no pain, so. Hey, look at that. Saved us. No wounds. Activating the racks to move in. 6 normal guys, 1 sergeant, making their attacks on the bikes.
Sergeant, the first of them, hitting on 2, right? 2 dead.
Hitting on 2s.
2 hits. Wounding on 4s.
Nothing. This is from the guys hitting on 2s and wounding on 4s. A lot of skulls there. Jeez Louise.
2.
2 wounds of all that.
Yup.
AP.
No AP.
1 wound.
Okay.
Now it's Lilith's turn. She's attacking.
2s.
Hitting on 2s. Extras for the 5s and 6s. And now we are looking for what? 5s to wound? Alrighty. So the greens are wounding on.
Everything's wounding on 4s.
Everything's wounding on 4s.
Green ones are -4, the blue ones are -9.
Okay.
So 3 normals and 2 at -4.
Alrighty. So 3 normal and 2 at written -4, right?
Yeah.
3 up. So it takes a wound. And then 4 up. Takes another wound. So that's 2 wounds, which will kill 1 guy. Forgot about the feel no pains on my side for fortune, which ultimately does not matter. Stop spinning already. Yeah, So it doesn't matter. One bike down and one has 2 wounds left. 3 on Lilith, 3 on the Archon. Let's do the Archon first. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. 5 hit. Wounding on 2s. 5 wounds, no AP.
2 up still fails. First one.
Okay. Okay, he's good. Alrighty, and 3 attacks on Lilith. Hitting on 3s. Not as good. Only 3 hit. Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds.
3 ups.
3 up.
1 failed.
1 failed. She is going to take D3 wounds. She's going to take 3 wounds.
She only got 2 left, so I need 2 6s.
Nope. She dies. Nice. Wild Riders against the Rax. That's going to be 3 massive attacks. Hitting twice. Wounding on 5 6s. Hey, 2 wounds. Feels pain. Look at that. And then 2 attacks against the Homunculi. 2 hit. And I'm going to assume 5 6s to wound. 1 wound. Makes a save. And so with that, as we are discussing things, I'm most likely going to be able to hang on to 2 objectives. But otherwise, I'm just going to back up and continue to blast stuff. So we are going to end it there. It was a hard battle for the Drukhari. Good game, sir. Good game. It's been a very long time since we played. It was a lot of fun. And so, sorry, I'm trying to get you in the frame here. There we go.
Yeah, we may be cutting off heads and everything, but it'll be fun to flash that halfway through.
Yeah. So, but any last thoughts here as far as how this battle went? Now, this is a list that you normally bring to tournaments?
This is my all-comers list. Short of normally all-comers, I've been doing 2,000. I cut out a Ravager, some Raiders and a Talos, and a couple Grotesques to fit everything in. Maybe the Raiders would have been better here because I could have gotten some more mobility and hidden the Warriors a bit better. But I knew that the bikes were going to be able to counter my mobility, and the spears just eat through all the stuff that I work on. High toughness guys with lots of invulnerable saves. So
there we are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. It was a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I played Mike, and I faced off against his Dark Eldar. He's been playing for many years as Dark Eldar, so I knew this was going to be a challenging game coming in here. And so the Eldar managed to hang back, shoot him up just a little bit, and yeah, so we'll definitely have a rematch again at some point in the future. Who knows when, at some point, but either way. Thanks for watching. Big thank you to all my patrons for your support. A lot of these things wouldn't be possible without you guys, and so a huge thank you. And if you want early access to painting tutorials and other videos, join me on Patreon, because I'm independent now, and this is my bag now. So I'll see you guys later. Take care of your brushes.